from the kiddo?
I do, and we seem to be live.
Who pushed the button?
I did.
I guess we gotta start this.
Somebody pushed the big red button.
Someone did.
Yes. Let's do that.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
You're watching Tanner's Haunted Secrets
on the Outline Network.
What they say.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's a secret sound hidden deep within the center of the earth. Until you listen closely enough, you can hear it. And it sounds like razors through flesh. We are merely here to turn up the volume.
Well, hello there. And you know what? It's a really hot day, and everybody's probably going to hear some serious fans rolling. And we apologize, but it's okay because we can't wait until this wonderful fall weather hits, because not only does it get cooler, it gets cooler because the haunted house industry starts kicking up. And tonight I have my wonderful co-host Friday, and we found James. Oh my god!
Found me. I ran away.
You're alive.
Show, and we were on it, and we kept on saying, hopefully he's okay. We found him, and he is here, and we're going to talk, and he's going to stay with us for an hour, or I'll come and I'll drive and find him once again. But let's go ahead and get into it. James, do me a big, huge favor. Tell me a little bit about yourself and what got you into the haunted house industry.
Yeah, well, I joined my first year. I'm about to start my third season. I joined my first year in high school when I was a junior, and my buddy, he invited me. We had a big group of friends who all were like, "Yeah, we should do the haunted house," and I was like, I always wanted to do it. Ever since I was a kid, like when I was a little kid, I'd make like little haunted houses in my house and scare my family like around Halloween. So it's kind of like I'm old enough, I can do this haunted house thing now. So it just sparked. It was really fun especially that first season.
So what did you do during the first season?
First season, I was casted as a pirate for our Abyss house at Factory Terror. I love Abyss. That's my favorite house at heart. Every time going through all the houses at Factory Terror, Abyss is very close to my heart. I loved it. I played a character named Stitches. I was a prisoner on the ship.
I am so confused as we keep on running around here. But I have no control
I
over
am
this.
trying to type, and I was trying to get all the questions down because he wanted to add something. So I was going to get them sent, and then it decided to do things.
Well, hey,
Kid joining us.
why don't we kind of kick around here since we have an hour with him? And I see my little buddy there. Why don't we go ahead and just do his segment really quick? That way he can hear from the horse's mouths on the answers.
Okay.
I know he's got his little picture somewhere.
He asked. Yeah, his picture. There it is. Okay. Oh, yeah. Before we get started, hey, Guitar Kid. Okay.
Boy, we're
he asked if
scrolling
you like
tonight.
Mario.
My buddy David.
So he
you
wants
like
to know
Mario?
if you like Mario.
Oh, dude. Come on. I grew up on Mario. I played the original Nintendo. All right. It was, yeah. Played the Wii, Super Mario Bros. Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
He wanted to know if you were really good at getting all the things like Mario's coins and stuff.
I loved it, but I was terrible at beating the games.
Oh, he was as bad as we are. Oh, he wants to know if you've ever lost both your front teeth at one time.
No. I had the opposite. I had buck teeth growing up.
Oh, he lost the bottom ones instead. Okay, what else?
Mario be killed?
Okay. He just said he was terrible at it, so he did die a lot, like we did. What else? He's obsessed with Mario today. What else?
Mario confident well in my sleep.
Did
For him, brother.
Oh, I'm back. I cut out for a second.
Yeah.
there.
Hi. Okay, he wants to know if you ever made any Mario recipes.
I'm not much of a cook.
He's not much of a cook.
Oh.
Okay, last question. Make it not about Mario.
Yeah.
Mind you, this little boy actually looks at all the pictures, and he usually is one of the most creative question askers.
Well, YouTube.
Oh, yes, you can watch him on. You can watch it on later on your Nintendo. Okay. What else? Okay. We're gonna call that the last question because he's obsessed with Mario today. That is all we've done.
Oh yeah, brother.
So
Okay.
back to
Thank you.
to the
Sorry,
wonderful-
he's like, I gotta come.
back to the wonderful questions that we have. So, Factory of Terror has been where you've been constantly. Have you guest acted anywhere else?
No. This is my first 3 seasons ever haunting.
Okay.
He was the heart and soul of the Abyss. Very proud of him. And apparently,
that's
Abyss will win this
boastful.
year. They're having an argument.
So apparently there is a kind of competition that you guys have at Factory of Terror between the
Power's on in there.
different
Go play.
haunt zones. Is that
sorry,
right?
I missed what you just said.
So at Factory of Terror, is there a competition between your scare areas?
Yes, definitely. Everybody has a lot of pride in their different houses. Because we fight for a belt for House of the Year every year. Yeah, it's a big deal.
So one of the things that I do want to point out, I had the wonderful honor of presenting you a award from the Ohio Haunters Association for being the top haunter. And it was selected from Factory of Terror. So when I went this year, I had to go St. Patty's Day. And yes, you look a lot different than you did that day. And I will tell you right now, it is such a treat just to be able to go into Factory Terror and seeing the people standing on the walls and hackling people. And the wristbands were very interesting to read the insides, because I didn't even know that some of the wristbands actually had something on the inside. So you guys, what kind of different out of season haunts do you guys all do there?
Well, our big one, we do a Christmas event.
Okay.
From the off season of haunt, but we have a whole Christmas season. That's the big one. It's great. It's great. It's all family friendly. It's nothing like haunt. It's still the same sort of improv acting, but it's, again, child friendly. You're not scaring anybody. It's all playing these whimsical characters and stuff. It's fun. But we just had our slasher Friday the 13th event. We have those. We had the St. Patrick's Day as well. At least those were the last two that I've been a part of. They've had a bunch more, man. So much more I have not been a part of that I wish I had been.
So what is one of the things that you absolutely love doing as you're one of the scare actors?
I'm a sucker for jump scares. They're cheesy, but man, I mean, I perfected it. My first season, the timing aspect, and I loved it and I went with it. But I'd say my favorite, it's not just about the jump scare, it's about the build up. So one thing that I was thankful of being able to do last season as a stalker, I could build up a jump scare throughout a house or throughout seeing other people in other places and finding them in others, and so they don't know that I'm there. It was fun building up those jump scares, telling the story, and so that they can know my character throughout the building. That's my favorite thing. But I love the acting and stuff. Things I need to work on, though, is definitely cue line acting. I'm not very good at that yet.
Well, my experience of cue line acting has been absolutely, you just got to go improv, and you're not going to get everybody's attention when you do it, which, you go through the haunt, you're not going to get everybody's attention. But when you're there, you get a little more time to really work with them. That way, you guys kind of see what their jumps are, what their fears are. And cue line acting is amazing to do, but sometimes I just like to be stuck in a corner or stuck in a place in a scene. That way, the people they come through, you get a few seconds, and then you jet them right out the door. And sometimes that's only the few little things that you have time for. But cue line, you get a little more time to interact with people.
That's very true. Yeah. I find it really well at snaking through, having conversations, getting a grasp of who's going to be going through that house. I need to get so much better at being in those queue lines for long periods of time and acting and talking with the customers, because those queue lines can be really boring sometimes for those customers sitting in the back, especially on a busy night. That's the one thing I really need to improve on.
When I was in your guys' queue line, I can clearly tell everybody that it was just absolutely looking at the decorations, looking at the people that were coming out. I'm never one of those people that it's like, oh, I'm terrified, I'm scared. So usually the actors kind of look at me and go, "Oh, okay, well, we'll go to the next person." But I love just seeing the costume work. And I went during the Friday, no, not the Friday, the St. Patty's Day, um, the second night you guys had it on the Saturday, and just seeing the characters come out and just just seeing all the different decorations that you guys have right before you go into the asylum. I know there's four of them. What four are down at the Factory of Terror?
Well, the first is Asylum. Yeah, and that queue line design is my favorite. I mean, the hanging bodies, all the spider webs and the trees. It's so great. Oh my god. Yeah. It's always been amazing. It won't ever get worse every time I look at it. But yeah, so there's Asylum, then there's Industrial, and then Mom, and then Abyss. Those are the four that are open currently. We've had more others.
Okay, James, I was wondering as an actor if you feel like there's like a technique for jump scares or if it's more of a learning your area.
It 100% depends on the room you're in. You cannot jump scare in every room, nor should you jump scare in every room. But there's definitely a timing aspect to it. It's all about utilizing your room. You don't always just want to stand behind a wall and jump out from the door. Like, there's tons of ways to jump scare. Like, the most effective way some of the most effective jump scares I've done are from coming from underneath, because a lot of times if you have a big room or a room with a lot of set design, people will look up like, oh, look at this great room, and it leaves their neck unguarded. And it's a natural thing for humans to protect that vulnerable spot. So, that's why people clench up. So jumping up into them, it's some of the best jump scares I've ever got. Yeah.
Do you, as you have worked as an actor, do you find it harder changing between rooms, or is it easier for you to slide into the new area for a new scare if you have to change areas?
It all comes with learning, where you're going. Like, for me, like my first season and into my next, like, I had the chance of roaming my house, Abyss, for my first season, and learning the next room that you're going to go into is a big thing. Like, I would take a lot of mental notes of passageways and stuff that I can use. As far as like how hard it is to transfer from room to room, like the jump scare you're going to use in one room isn't going to work in the next, nor even as your character sometimes. A lot of times I'd have a character ready for a specific room that I was assigned to, and then when I did it in another room, it did not work at all. Like, my first season, some of my first weeks there, I was in a black maze, and there's not much, you're not going to really see me. So it's more working on the timing and jump scares and sounds and stuff. The character I invented in there did not work at all in like a brightly lit room. So yeah, it just depends on the room you go into, but jump scares work differently everywhere.
Do you have a character for different areas of the haunt? Or are you usually just in the same area?
I have a bunch of different characters. A good handful, but mainly like my first season when I was like experimenting with a bunch of different things, trying to get my grounds. I had a bunch of really random small characters just to try and figure out what I was doing. But as I got more confident, I now have like set characters with stories and stuff.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I have this that popped up, and I want to say hello to Carmen because I haven't seen her in so long. And hopefully she's enjoying scaring at a different haunted house. She left us last year and she went to a different one. And then this one. Apparently you like this person likes tag teaming with you, so
I can't tell by the name Professor Scion, but I'm sure I've acted with you. Tag teaming is very fun. Some of my favorite acting tactics. It's great.
When I get a chance to actually scare, because since I'm an owner, it's really hard for me to actually do anything other than make sure that everything's flowing. It is always really nice to take a little time to tag team, but when I tag team, usually it's in the chainsaw area, which, you know, mine's outside. I went through yours. I don't think that you guys had any electric saws or anything like that, so.
We have some chainsaws.
Well, if you had a
Do you use
chainsaw,
them?
I did not see it.
So you went for the St. Patrick's Day event.
Yes.
Have you gone recently to, like, during season, like haunt season?
That is really, really hard to do, considering I run mine.
I bet.
Trust me, if I could go to all the haunt houses that we have here in the state of Ohio, that would be amazing. But unless we shut down because it's raining, or it's one of the out seasons, I don't really get to see a lot of stuff. That's why when people see me, usually it's for the special holiday ones, or hey, we're doing a Friday the 13th. Would you like to come up to ours? Absolutely. Let me get up there. But it's just so hard.
I didn't know how available you are during season. You know, I know some people have gone and went and saw other haunts and stuff. But
yeah, if you're
It's
a
hard,
haunt
kid
actor,
loves you.
Yeah,
he's my buddy. I suggested him come into Factory of Terror after I had joined. So, and then he went in Abyss as well. He's fallen down my path. He's a great actor. I've acted with him too.
Awesome.
He's in a band with me as well.
Ooh, awesome.
Yeah.
We love bands. Do you want to do the pictures?
Oh yeah, sure. Right ahead.
Let's see.
Now, when we
Wrong
ask
button.
people for pictures, sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. But I will say that when we get a decent amount, it's amazing. Sometimes we just have to put them in a giant folder. And whatever pictures that we don't get through here, we will be posting them on Facebook.
I did this one first because it was requested in the comments.
Interesting. I have a feeling I know the people who have requested that one. This one.
Oh yeah.
So this one was fun. I don't know if you've seen The Crow, the movie.
Yes.
Brandon
Oh yeah.
Lee. I did a little cosplay, did some acting, some method acting, you know. Watched the movie a bunch of times, like 100 times. I broke it out. It was of course it was you. It was very fun playing that character.
Oh yeah. Ooh, this one's really nice.
My, I'm not going to say my makeup artist. I love her, and I get her makeup all the time. Leisha, we have a makeup team. She's one of the best. She takes pictures of me all the time since she got that picture. It was great.
Koala?
Yeah, we have a big selection of masks that FOT owns. I was able to use that one that night. Just messing around, thought it was fun.
I'd never seen a koala mask before. This is new to
I
me.
know. Our costume designer, Spring, she made that a long time ago. She actually bought a koala stuffed animal and made that mask. It is hot in there, let me tell you. It is a real stuffed animal.
Please tell her that we say she is epic. And along with your makeup artist.
They're all good.
That is actually incredible.
More of the crow.
Aha.
Okay, so
this is cool.
This is a fun character. So this is my character Vinny, my clown character, my main clown character. But a customer gave me these sunglasses, and I was originally walking around acting like a pimp, and I thought it was funny. But as I was swinging my cane around, I was like, this is kind of like a walking stick. So I started walking around slamming things with my stick, pretending I couldn't see anything. So I was a blind demonic clown. And I would just scream that everywhere that I went. So people knew I was coming. And I ended up making a character and a sign out of it.
Awesome.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
That's so funny. I love the improv.
I like the do not feed part. Oh, this is really good.
Yeah, the same mask.
What about this character?
This is also Vinny. This is just different colors, different kind of. If you see this white suit, green tie, it's Vinny.
Okay.
Fun. Yeah.
So I got to meet Vinny then.
You met Vinny. You just met Green Day, St. Patrick's Day Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That smile. That is an epic picture.
I appreciate that.
Perfectly creepy.
That's my buddy Brad. He's honestly got some better teeth than I do. You know.
Lots of Vinny.
Again,
I really like how you're great at the creepy smile. Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah. Came pretty naturally. As soon as I put those teeth in, I just looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, oh yeah, this is gold. I need to go with this.
I feel like this is exactly what I do when I do Snapchats to people. Just saying.
Scare the crap out of them. Send them a selfie of you as a demonic entity.
If you've ever got a Snapchat from me, it's usually the old guy filter, and it's just me twisting and smiling as big as I can. And friends tell me, please, no more. That's a little different, Vinny.
Yeah, that's actually me in my house. This was the first idea for Vinny. So I bought that mask, and the eyes like shake around. And I thought it was fun, but it was real cheap. You know, it didn't look that good. When I ended up getting the makeup done, it was a lot better. The previous photo actually had my girlfriend in it. I met her at the haunt. She's
Just
also
one of these beautiful ladies?
Yep, way on the left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
some
you do the
making
blood
questions.
yourself?
Yeah, actually, it was my real prom suit, and I took it and I bloodied it up.
Lolly wears her wedding dress once in a while.
I know.
was.
You are very energetic. I'm just saying that. I mean, if you're not like creeping somebody out, you're up in the air.
The post haunt can't get makeup off.
I know the feeling. Oh, dude, do I know the feeling? So I gotta ask a question. As soon as
Yeah.
you get done for the night, do you go and get something to eat somewhere, or do you go straight home?
I go straight home. I lay in my bath for 2 hours, and I'm joking, not that long. I do take a very long bath after. Just put on some nice music, light a candle, you know.
That works.
Cool
Do you
down,
at least use,
mellow out.
Do you at least use Epsom salt?
Oh yeah, come on. You got to go the whole 9 yards, especially after a night of haunt. Oh, I
The way
love that
you
shark
move, yeah.
mask. And that's guy on the very left is the ghost, the foreman. You can't find him if you try. You won't ever find him. I'm surprised you got a picture right there. Very good actors.
So I gotta bring this comment up. Just saying. Some bath bombs. Yep.
Good dancer.
I guess. It's the blood room. You got to dance. Got to get the crowd hyped up.
You know, I
Hold on, I'm gonna restart.
she broke something. That's what she did.
Oh.
She broke something.
I'll
was
fix it.
very
Give me a
I
second.
was very impressed at your guys' bar area.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The pirate
The
bar
whole-
is great. I
The
love
whole New Orleans feel.
Oh yeah, the main Bourbon Street is awesome.
Yes. Wow. That's actually
is
a
Bourbon
picture
Street
of it
right
too.
there.
Yeah.
Bourbon
I
Street's
mean,
a great big area for acting.
Whoever's designed that did a heck of a great job.
Fun area.
Dude, work with me.
If the videos don't work, it's all right. They're all little snippets. They're like,
Aha.
He looks like Jack Nicholson.
I guess I kind of do.
Okay. What? Wait a minute. Were you going for American Psycho?
Yes, I was. I did Patrick Bateman that night.
I could have swore with the costume.
Yeah. Got the whole costume at
amazing.
Goodwill. I was very surprised. I found the whole suit. It's almost exact suit. All right. I found it like to the T. It fit me.
And dude, the way you wore the character, you could have played him.
I very much liked that role. I even had okay, so this was really cool. We had our build team, or I can't remember who. I know they were offered to us. They had these speakers made for that event that we could have on our characters, and there were our theme songs. And I had Huey Lewis in the News on speaker attached to me wherever I walked as that character. That was really fun.
That's interesting. I like
That
that.
is awesome. And
Cool sound.
that would have made my mom happy.
Should have came.
But it's very interesting. I like the way that this for the photographers taking these photos and just making them look the way they are. I mean, the way that your character is, you've got multi-person, you have different characters. I almost said multi-person or purple. Yeah,
Personality.
I'm done with that word. Whatever. Let's go with something else.
This was also my girlfriend that took these photos. She brought her camera in that day. And that room is awesome. It's a yellow room. It's great lighting for pictures.
Oh, so it's on purpose that it's that color. That is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Guitar Kid's the army soldier right here.
Yes, he is.
And Lisa Merrick. Thank you, Lisa, for taking amazing photos.
And
Dude,
there's
so
one of
many
our
characters.
chainsaws. That was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's my buddy Vijay. He's a great actor,
nice.
fantastic actor. It's a huge future at that place.
Even though it's just pictures of you, you can see the attitude and feel the character.
Oh yeah, you do a really good job acting and portraying how you want people to see you.
Thank you.
There's a lot of haunters out there that they're like, "This is my character," and it's like, okay, so you go into the next character, they're like, "Isn't that the last character?" No, this is a totally different one. I get the vibe that that's the same one.
Yeah. It's hard, honestly. I don't if somebody has their shtick and they do that in all their characters, then go right for it. But I highly suggest improvs and changing characters, doing different things. It helps your acting so much to just force yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. Which, this is an industry that you can't just say, okay, well, I'm going to be this character forever. You have to be able to change yourself up. You have to be able to jump into something that you are uncomfortable with. Because, honestly, no one comes in this industry and is like, I have all the answers. I know how. You have to learn. But the thing is, we also have to find the great teachers. You can't hold all that you know just being, to yourself.
That is one of the great teachers. He's a stalker that's been there way longer than me. He was playing Ash of the Evil Dead that day. But he's given me so many advice, not just me, almost every actor in that building. That is huge shout out to Jesse. Huge shout out. Jersey.
Jerseys are usually awesome. Jerseys are usually awesome. Did you have anything you wanted to say about him or Annabelle?
Funnily enough, Annabelle is also my girlfriend. I have a bunch of pictures, me and her. But
okay.
Yeah. Other guy, House of Thousand Corpses. His name's Mason. He's a fantastic actor. Oh my gosh, I love acting with that guy so much.
Dr. Dan.
He was, He played that character very well too. He has the perfect build for it. He was walking around with this book. And it was great. It was great. That night, those nights were fun.
Oh yeah.
So do you like the regular season or do you like the special events more?
It's hard not to love the regular season. The off-season events, like this last one, you know, it was during the summer. It was very hot. I mean, I loved playing that character. I loved doing all the acting and stuff with everybody else, seeing all the horror movies. But it was very hot, you know. Same with Christmas. It's very cold. You know, fall's a perfect time to overexert yourself in a haunt. And it just has all those vibes.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Hey, if I'm not overexerting myself, I feel like I'm doing something wrong that night. You got to go 100.
Did you have anything you wanted to say about these last 3 pictures?
These are all great people, great actors.
Yes.
They're all honestly
And if
friends and family to me. Like,
I just had this whole thing popped in my head. You're cool. You're cool. You're cool. Not you. You're. As we go through this, you're like, they're just awesome people. Yeah. Just had that pop in my head. I was like, yeah. It is really hard to find a group that connects so hard, but they can absolutely have fun competing against each other. It is really hard to do that.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Is this a different character?
Yeah, actually, I have a mask for that right here. I have a couple of things set off to the side. This is a fun mask because it moves with your jaw, but that was that character was called Squirrel. He's just crazy.
Curious.
Different kinds of crazy.
Mask? Is that the mask with the trucker's hat?
Sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have one that's a fair bit of that, and the person that played that, we called Mean Green, and he was the brother of Chainer. And he went busting out of a tree to scare somebody so bad that he slipped, and he actually went through a fence.
Through a fence?
A chain link fence. He went through it. But no one got hurt. That's the plus.
More pictures of the crow. That was, I mean, Patrick Bateman and the Crow. Those are two characters. Those are the only two, like, characters outside of my own universe that I chose to pick and play. I was casted as Patrick Bateman, actually, but I've been loved those movies, so I already knew that character. And in the Crow, right. I've been loved that. I was very thankful to have the opportunity to go and, you know, kind of do those characters that I like.
You have the ability, even in pictures, to portray the character, the essence of your character across to others. Is this something that comes naturally, or have you been working at it for a while?
I was really surprised with the feedback that I've gotten from anything I've done, honestly. I've never acted before Haunt. This is only my 3rd season. I guess you could say it's natural because I don't know where it comes from, but I don't know. I just love it, and I put all my passion into it. So I'm glad that shows in the pictures.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, I kind of seen we have 2 people that say that they work at haunts during their birthday, and that is absolutely amazing. If anyone ever has a haunt operating during January 11th, get a hold of me because I want to be one of those special people too. But
hey, I feel you. My birthday is February. There's nothing going on. I wish there was a haunt going on in February. Well, there is actually Valentine's.
Yep.
Akron Schoolhouse has Bloody Valentine. It's actually very good.
Hell's Dungeon does. I think it's called Love Bites.
Mhm.
They have, yeah. So I mean, it's one of those things. Now, as soon as the season's over, are you able to go to other haunts and do guest acting if they're not running?
I've never looked into it yet. I'm very interested. From the start I was interested in doing some guest acting, but I feel like I'm betraying FOT, going and acting in other places. I feel like I'm cheating on FOT, doing acting other places.
Well, I know some haunts. Once you sign up, they want to keep you right there, and it's just like, oh, okay, well, I understand. My haunt's totally different. Once we can't operate, go find someplace else. Go scare people. Once we shut our doors for the season, go out, go find someplace. But that's one of the things that I know that haunts like loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
We don't have a lot of our actors that go and guest act. I feel like I've heard some actors who come in and guest act for us, but
yeah,
not a lot of people leave. They're all very loyal FOT. Yeah,
which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one second here because I just saw something here.
What has been the most fun scare that you've had?
Okay, I've had a lot of really fun scares, a lot of really fun interactions with people. But my first, this will always stay in my memory, close to me. I think it was my first or second night. I made 3 girls shit their pants at the same time, and it was real. I mean, that was lovely. That was a lovely experience. Seeing them all hold on to their backsides, and I could smell it.
Holy cow!
Yeah, they all fell over at the same time. It was comical. It was fantastic.
I can officially say I've never done 3 at the same time.
I haven't since. I must have found the lucky little trio who really needed a shit.
But do you have a hardest scare?
What did you say? Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead, Friday.
He asked if you feel bad. I asked, do you have a hardest scare?
A hardest? No, I do not feel bad at all. They had an amazing time, and we checked on them afterward. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, a hardest scare?
Yeah.
Or
like hardest to get scare?
There's always those hardheads that go through the haunt who think that they can just storm through and just ignore you. Like some people, I mean, that's how some people want to go enjoy their haunt. They want to go and see if they can conquer the haunted house. And that's great, but they're not fun. They just want to kind of come through and storm by and ignore you and go tell everybody else how they didn't get scared at all. It's just boring, man. Why would you spend all that money on a ticket just to storm through and not enjoy the acting? Like when I went to Akron Schoolhouse, our other haunt building, I'm very hard to scare, but I would pretend and I would kind of act along and like ask questions and do things with the actors because that's how you enjoy your experience,
Right.
So the hardest scares are definitely those hardhead guys who don't want to, or just drunk and want to prove to their friends they can do it.
Yeah. Those are the ones that are just absolutely. So, I did jump off just for a sec because I did find it.
Ah, look at that. I have one of those.
Yeah. seen it and I was like, you know what? I need to make sure that I grab this. I also got a cup, and I was not going to get the pants. You guys sell pants. You guys actually sell a lot of things in your guys'
Sell a lot of merch.
Yeah, I was very impressed. I had a great time, and I will tell you guys, go up there, go see it. I want to see it during the regular season, but it's really, really hard to actually get these people. But yeah, I love haunting, love going to haunts. It's just really hard to get there. I know was thinking about coming back, and you guys had storms that night, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stay. So I gotta visit your wonderful area. You guys have in your area, you guys have a football field goal post right beside the interstate. I could not figure out what it was for until I realized it was the Football Hall of Fame that's up in that area. There's actually a lot of things to do up in that area, which is awesome. Because you guys got your haunt, and what was the other one?
Akron Schoolhouse.
Akron. And that's about, what, 15 minutes away?
It's about a 20-30 minute drive away from where I'm at, where Factory Terror is at.
Yeah. And one of the things that I thought was super, super awesome was when I went, you exit the haunt right into axe throwing, which I thought the one drunken person was scarier than any of the monsters holding a axe. So yeah. Gee, criminy. Right. There's axe throwing.
Yeah. It's, oh my God. I love the axe throwing. It's great. We don't act in there, but I've definitely gone there on my off time. Had birthday parties there. Honestly, I love doing it, regardless of it being part of FOT, you know.
But yeah, it's just one of those things that your haunt's got a lot of different things, and I'm grateful that your haunt does, because as soon as you get the person that's like, oh, I'm done, I don't want to go through any more of the haunt, they can go into the axe throwing if they're any good at it. And what was the other one? There is bowling.
Yes.
There's a bunch of little games in there.
Gee, criminy, I didn't even see that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought it was interesting that you get kicked out of the haunt, you go right into axe throwing, and then from axe throwing, you go right into the parking area. And I mean, it's right at the parking area.
Yeah.
But how many parking lots do you guys have?
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know. A good bit. Like I think we have 3 or 4. There's different lots. They have codes. I believe there's 2 big main parking lots, at least, or 3.
I was amazed because I was like, okay, is this parking? Yeah, this looks like parking. And then all of a sudden there's another parking area. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool. And then somebody said, oh yeah, there's also parking over there. And I was like, okay, so it's got decent amount of parking. And they're like, yeah, but if you're coming for the haunt, you absolutely got to get there as soon as you can, because it's going to go. But you guys also do haunt time, right? Like you buy your tickets online and you can come between this and time.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it nice, because not everybody's going all at once, which, you know, of course I had to get there as soon as I could.
It's honestly, the golden time is now. I recommend people go there as soon as you can, as soon as gates open, but actors warm up and stuff, and things
Right.
get moving, and I recommend going about halfway through, staying the rest of the night. It's a very fun time. But yeah, we have block groups.
Your characters I've seen roaming around. There was one character at FOT that she was like a mushroom character for the St. Patty's Day, and I was just blown away. For some reason, I couldn't. Every time I seen her, I was just like, "Is that a haunt character, or is that one that just happened to come around?" And that was a very unique costume.
Yes, she actually made it herself.
She did a fantastic job on it.
She is wonderful at that. She has a predator mask as well that makes for. She does a lot of dancing in Bourbon Street. That's where you saw her, right? Bourbon Street,
right
around the area. Yeah, she does a lot of. Oh my God, she dances all night. I don't know how she does it. I really don't know how she does it, but she made the whole costume herself.
Yeah, and she did a fabulous job. And I want to say, if you guys are anywhere in the Ohio area and you're wanting to go through a whole bunch of different haunts, please go and check out this haunt. This haunt is great because it's inside, number one. Let me point this out. Bad weather does not affect it too bad. Now, if there's a power outage, I have no control. They have no control. But it is really nice because it is a little more controlled environment. It's wide open space inside. And I say that because I know a lot of people that kind of get in haunts and they're like, okay, you get in the door and it's asses and elbows. You guys actually had such a gigantic amount of area. And as you went through the haunt, there was a queue line, you get through a section, then there was another queue line because we were going into a different part. And it was really interesting. I can't remember what part that was. But yeah, you guys did a really good job on that. And I was blown away just for your St. Patty's Day. Man, I want to come down for your Halloween. Just really, really. Now Friday's got something that she sent me. What's this, Friday?
Okay. First, Engel Eater says hi and thank you for haunting. And
thank you.
He said thank you. And the second thing is, what advice would you give new haunters?
There's so much advice you could give to new haunters, but I'd say main thing, a lot of haunters when they're going in, they're nervous about if they'll have the confidence to actually act and do this stuff in front of a bunch of people. When you get behind a mask or you get behind face paint and you embody that character, just sit there in your silence when nobody's there and be that character by yourself. It is so helpful when you're practicing. I've worked with people where, and no fault to them at all. Again, I love everybody that I work with, but they'll sit there in the silence waiting for people to come up just in their head like, all right, I'm going to do this next. It's helpful to just be that character in the room by yourself, and then as well, like if you are nervous, a mask or face paint makes it a lot easier for you to break out of your shell. I was nervous about that at first because I was worried about how people would look at me and judge me, but I had to look past that because I'm not me. I'm whoever I'm playing, and that's the only thing that matters. I'm not James in there. So don't be afraid. Is all. If you're a new actor, it'll be fun.
That's really good advice. Now, let me ask you this: how do you encourage somebody that doesn't like haunts, but you're like, you know what? You don't like to be scared. Come give this a shot.
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of people who don't like. I work with a lot of people who get scared very easily. One of my bosses and my girlfriend, but there's a lot of people who work at haunts that get scared easily. You're the one doing the scaring. You know, if you're scared of haunted houses, you should still try out a haunted house because you're the one controlling the scare. You know, you're controlling the situation. The fear comes from not being able to control the situation, and you have to walk through that haunt and you have to face whatever's coming to you. But if you're the one controlling it and you're the one scaring, it's a lot of fun. It's not scary.
Well, James, I know that we only have you for an hour, and I appreciate you coming on, and I appreciate you getting back a hold of us after we couldn't figure out where you went. Hopefully your job is doing well, because that switch over was the reason that we couldn't find you. And trust me, on that podcast episode, we absolutely was like, if anybody sees this guy, let him know. We're concerned. But yeah, I want to see you more. I want to see all your actors.
Of course.
I hope all of you guys have a wonderful haunting season, because we're at the point where if your haunt is not building and working on stuff by now, you're not going to get stuff done.
Mm-hmm. No, they've been at work.
I'm slacking this year, but there's only one big project I want to do. And yeah, sounds like you guys have a great team behind you, and there is like a lot of people
working year round.
Honestly.
Yeah. It's an amazing build team.
So hopefully you guys all have yourself a wonderful season. And right now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our commercial break. When we get back, there's a couple of things that's kind of popped up. We're going to talk about, because James has got to go sleep, and I hope you get plenty of sleep, because man, no matter how much sleep I get, my face is never going to look beautiful.
Amen. Get some
so
sleep.
We appreciate you. And we're going to take our commercial break right now. So let's go ahead and start the commercials.
Thank you.
Roll that beautiful Faye footage. And thank you, James. You have been amazing.
Yep, I appreciate it.
Greetings and shabibans. We are the Retro Reductibus Cephala Podcast, a long-form bi-weekly show that celebrates all the things that made growing up awesome.
Well, that sounds good, but I don't know what all those words mean.
I think what Parasite Steve's trying to say is that on Retro Reductibus, we explore a range of retro goodness, from toys, video games, and movies, to cartoons, and even snacks and school lunches.
Oh. And we do it all with a positive spin, a slew of killer guests, and some very adult language.
And you know what else is cool?
No.
This crazy show is part of the Dorking Podcast Network with new episodes every Tentacle Tuesday.
What's that?
And if waiting 2 weeks for a new episode gives you a sad, know that we drop bonus episodes all the time, like the off-format Crow's Nest and an interview series we call The Brig.
You can listen to Retro Reductibus on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or any app that's cool enough to carry the only show that celebrates all the things that make growing up awesome.
This is Maximus Christian Bryant with the Ohio. This is Maximus Christian Bryant with the Ohio Haunters Association, President, and you are watching Chainer's Haunted Secrets on the Owl Light Network.
Yes, sirree, you are. And let me just tell you right now, Max, it is a great honor to have him be able to bring us back from commercial. Even though he had to introduce himself twice, which is fine, because if you notice in that video, and we might play it one more time, Max has got his name on his shirt twice in that video, because I think it's hilarious. But
I did not mean to do that. It just didn't come up.
But anyway, yes. Ohio Haunters Association, absolutely 100%. Does they have meetings in person at different haunts, and that was actually at Distracted Haunted House earlier this year, and we're really glad that he did that for us, because now we can listen to him introduce himself multiple times. So one of the things I do want to bring up, last week, if you didn't know, Jenny, or Friday, we had Texas Haunters Convention. Did you know that was going on last week?
I know it was going on. I was too broke to even go try to see it, but I was really jealous. So when I saw videos of people going to it, I kept sharing them.
That's awesome. Because I'll tell you what, every year, that convention, I've not been down to it, but I've heard so many great stories about how that convention takes and works with the people that have that convention, and they listen to everything, and it is just absolutely great to see that this convention is building itself up more and more. We're pretty much done with the conventions for the haunted house industry. Now you're going to have a few conventions, or you'll have a few special events. And I think it's awesome. Here in Ohio, we have Cleveland Haunt Club, and they actually do 2 events throughout the year. One is a flea market, and the other one is a garage sale type thing. That's coming up next month. Let's see here. Let me see if I can do some research and find that real fast, because, I should know this stuff. But I know that there's other conventions coming up, and that's one of the things that when you go into conventions, and we've had a whole show about conventions, and our guests on that show, I think it's really funny, because they were telling you, remember, at conventions you don't touch things. And I just nodded my head, or I just shook my head and said, no, in haunted conventions you touch things. Well, you ask people if you want to take and can get a picture. Yeah, that's always polite, but if they're in costume, they want their picture taken. Absolutely. They want to show you, and they want you to show their buddies. There was East Coast had a clown in it, And man, this clown absolutely did a great job. He actually has two faces. One is his face on his actual face, and then when he turns and he twists, and his head is upside down, it has a different face. And he was demonstrating that, and I think that's a wonderful thing. So we constantly have different things coming up, and man, for some reason stuff is not loading for me as much as I wish it did.
May
But,
I add something real quick?
Go for it.
Okay, you guys go back and you guys watch our convention episode. You will see the difference in the two different con industry, because you have like the anime conventions and the comic cons, and you're supposed to ask, and dude, in a lot of instances you're supposed to pay first. When you're at the hunters convention, no, we want you to take pictures, share our stuff everywhere. Yes, take a picture of me. Oh, you're from this haunt, we're from that. You're from that haunt, we're from this haunt, and so on. There are so many things. So just be mindful if you're going from one to the other. And yes, please do both. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, you're absolutely true. The only time that you'll have a moment where they're like, hey, you got to pay money is if they have a star or a major person that is sitting there and they'll have their booth. I know that Whorehound has different stars that come in, and that is totally different than what you're actually really thinking of. Okay, August 9th. I finally got this to pull up. Gee, criminy. Saturday, August 9th. Haunted Garage Sale and Hearst Cruisin'. I think this is the 10th year that they're doing it, and this is going to be from the Cleveland Hunters Club, which is awesome because, they are doing a great job in the northern part of Ohio here. It is from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. And it is at Crushers Stadium, which, I'm not very aware of where that is. But we can go ahead and put a link up where everybody can go ahead and see this link. I mean, they've been doing it for 10 years, so I know that I have absolutely been there before, and I thought it was pretty awesome. It is booths of people just selling different stuff, and I know that there's a iconic picture of four guys carrying a casket out. And it was one of those things that, you don't see that very often. But they do have the Hearst Cruisin', which is also a wonderful thing. So please, absolutely take an opportunity and look at the Cleveland Hunters Club and see what they got going on. Me and Friday talked about something today, and I just do want to bring it up. We're big people into Let's Scare Cancer. If you have not seen it, scrolls on the bottom over and over and over. And one of the big things that we always talk about is, we hope that the treatments go well. And unfortunately, there was a person that passed away recently that was in the haunting community. I know it was posted, and I think that we posted it. Did we get that posted on our Facebook?
We have it in our group for the time being, but it's been I haven't got back to posting on the other social medias. But
Okay.
for the time being, you can find it in the Chainers Haunted Secrets group. I will get it on the actual page tomorrow. It's been a full day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like I said, we our hearts, thoughts, prayers go out to the family, not just the family, but the haunt family and the haunt community. When we lose people, we can never replace that talent. We can't replace that character. We can't replace that person. And yes, that person might have been a mother, a father, a grandfather, whoever. But it's one of those things that when we lose somebody, it's really heartbreaking. But to hear that it seemed like the treatments were going well to this person passing away, yeah. So we do hope that this is something that they can honor him by keep on scaring, because I'm sure this is exactly what he would want. Don't stop, just keep on scaring. Just looking at the posts and pictures that were posted, man, this guy looked like he enjoyed it so much. And as I was going through the pictures, there's a picture of Alan Hops. So it's kind of bad that, this has happened, and it's a terrible tragedy. But there again, he did get to meet Alan Hops. Alan Hops is a wonderful person. And yep, someone did say something about Alan Hops. Oh my gosh, we use this banner a lot more than what I thought we did.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to point out something that we have a pre-record show that's going to be coming up because I'm going to be on vacation. And ironically, I'm not in that pre-recording because I was working. So here next month, you will see a pre-recorded episode. But I do want to say that we can talk about it now. The Ohio Haunters Association is officially going to have, in the year 2026, a Haunters convention. They had one a while back, and it was at the Reformatory. And the Ohio Reformatory talked to the board of directors for the Ohio Haunters Association, and after a little talk and this and that, they decided on a weekend. I do want to point out that, yes, it is not the first choice of OHA to be able to look at it. And I'm sorry. I just seen something pop up. It's not the first choice of us to put it on the weekend that was given to us, but we understand that this weekend is going to be what we get for next year. And it is Mother's Day weekend. Mother's Day weekend. We're really happy to have this. We would like to have vendors and everybody contact everything. Ohio Haunters Association also got a website. It is ohiohaunters.com. You can learn about everything on the Ohio Haunters Association, and you can learn about everything going on with everything dealing with this and that. So a lot of changes are going to be made coming up with OHA, which is great. The one thing I will point out, I love seeing stuff with the OHA, but I don't know if any other state does what Ohio does. I know that there is a U.S. form of Haunters Association, and that is a paid membership, and they advertise you this way and that way. But that being said, I don't know exactly what states do exactly what we do. Years ago, I had a situation that happened, and I tried getting a hold of what I believed North Carolina Hunters Association. Found out that does not exist. So absolutely, if you're a hunter, you're a hunt owner, this and that, get a hold of the other hunters in your area and see if you guys can start state hunt associations. I believe that it is really great to see the hunters come out and do different stuff. When you go through different hunts, please, when they say pay attention to where you're stepping and your head, that means both. I cracked my head so hard at a haunt the other month that I actually picked up part of their scene. So yeah, it's just one of those things. You never know what's going on. Never know what's happening around. And usually we have a show that absolutely has everybody on here, and we do 2 hours. But unfortunately, our guest, thank you very much for coming, James. And we know that he's got to get sleep, and usually I need to get sleep too. But this was the one episode that we don't have a guest on the other side. So if there's any hot news, Jen, or Friday that we know, go ahead, say it, because we're always looking for different stuff.
For the people in East Texas, Texas Maze of Terror, after 4 years, is finally going to be open this October. I don't know about our favorite haunt in DeRidder yet. But as soon as I find that out, I will share. I haven't seen anything yet, but they have been doing ghost tours there. The Hell's Dungeon, you guys will find out. I'm going to leave that till next week because we had talked about all the things on that episode. And I enjoyed that conversation. And definitely check out the TikTok. There's new stuff all the time. Other than that, I've been trying to share things of all the haunts that I find, of all the haunt actors. So please keep track of, glance at our social media ever so often, and I'll be able to share what I find out.
One of the things I want to point out is, I do TikTok once in a blue moon. And the one thing I want to point out on my TikTok, I have been putting cries out. Yes, we want haunters. Yes, we want to see what makes you so proud to be a haunter. There's so many things that make you into haunters. So please take a little time and think about coming on our show. Yes, we have open availability. Gee, criminy, I can't get nothing through tonight. Oh my gosh.
No.
But you know what? This is the thing about a live show, and I'll say it every single time. I'm not going to go back and correct myself because I can't. But
open availability.
That's not the only word. I mean, my English vocab
personality
has shut down, ran off, and I think it went to go marry the Elephant Man tonight. Gee, criminy. Good Lord. I am going to a music festival. And when I go to the music festival, we will have a pre-record show. I will not be watching the pre-record show because I am at a music festival. There's a lot of things when it comes down to things I love doing. I love doing this. I love doing that. But I will say that I will shut myself off for 1 week. And mental health is such an important thing. And as we get into the haunted house season, please know that this is an important thing with haunted houses. Mental health. Friday, can you say that? Mental health.
Mental health. We have mental health groups that I post in. I share different graphics for, and on Padded Cell we even talk about mental health, and somehow it's a good mix of how we talk about it, because you get to see the different points of views.
I will
and
point
we
out
need
that,
to all take care of our mental health.
I want to point out, when it comes down to mental health, it starts striking everybody super hard when the weather is changing. When the weather changes, everything starts getting cooler out. That's a big strike. And when I say strike, I mean it hits you guys 0 to 60. Most haunters are fine during the haunt season, and then they have all these friends. They talk about stuff. They walk out the very last night, and they don't know when they're going to talk or share time or conversations with these people. And if they do not have a special Christmas season or something like that, mental health is very important. So if you guys haven't guessed, I'm going to say it. Please go check on your fellow haunters. Go check on your fellow friends. Go check on your different people, because this is super important that you do so. It is one of those things that it troubles a lot of people, and I'll be the first one to say I suffer from it. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to
too,
that have just absolutely looked at something and said, well, is it really that bad? It can be terrible. But that's one of the things that I wanted to...
Let me add this. After the haunting season, we get into Christmas. And Christmas is so hard because you have this thing. You're supposed to either buy these gifts or be a part of this group that is your family. And sometimes you can't. You can't be there. Or you just can't feel the merriment of Thanksgiving and Christmas. And it is so hard. Or you're alone after that. You're just by yourself where you are afterwards. And it's hard.
Yeah, absolutely. I want everybody to understand, just go check on people. And when you get into Christmas season and this and that, understand that when you go to see your Uncle Necro or your Aunt Jenny or whoever you're going to go see, and you see your siblings and you see your family and this and that, and it seems like everybody else is doing better than you, there are circumstances that you will never know. So don't look at them and say, oh, well, I wish I was in their shoes. Be proud of who you are and the accomplishments you have done, and always have a celebration that you guys made it through haunting season, because there could have been any number of things that happened to the haunted house and you would have not been able to get the season done. But yeah,
and
so
sometimes they put on a facade of being better off than they are because they want to have the mood up. They are happy to finally be there with you and their family. And at home, when they're alone with just them or them and their family, it's harder than you may know.
Right. So, we ain't going to keep preaching about it. Just please go out, go check on your people, go check on your friends, family. During the summer months.
Don't join the garden. We want you to live. We want you to breathe. Don't come be a part of my garden.
And the one thing I will absolutely tell you guys is just check on your pets. Don't let the dog outside in the blistering heat. I mean, if it's got shade, it's got this and that. Yeah, I mean, then it's okay. But yeah, the dogs handle cold better than they do heat. So, Jenny, gosh dang it. Jenny's the other person. Friday.
I have multiple personalities.
Friday.
Would you like me to start messengering you from all the personalities? Because I can do that.
Oh my gosh. Friday, you got anything else going on?
Thursday, we're having a wrestling show. The Hardcore Heels are coming. As for Haunting, I'm still trying to pick that up as I go. I'm trying to share it as I find it. As for Life, guys, if you were adding to that anthology through Fake Horror, you need to get it in by tomorrow.
By the way, if you don't know, Allight, most of the people with the Allight Network are published authors, and it is nice once in a while just to go and see what they've been cooking up. So, like I said, it's going to be a short show tonight, unless we got anything else, and pretty much just remember a couple of things. Always take care of yourself, take care of everybody. Always understand that you ain't going to scare everybody underneath the big top. And always enjoy the thrill of the chase. But if Friday ain't got nothing else, we're going to cut this into a short episode.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
There we go.
At that. It's so beautiful.
It's gorgeous. That's why it's our end.